What's up, everybody? I'm Kansu, and this is the Crystal Corner. Today, we're going to be doing the July 2019 Oracle reading for Geminis. Once again, I didn't forget about you guys. I actually had to re-record your video. Mercury retrograde been crazy on the communication this way. I've been doing a lot of work, sitting, meditating, just getting back in tune with myself and my own thought process, as retrograde is the time for. But we can talk about that on a later date. Right now, we're about to get into this reading. So, let's get to it. Ancestors, Mother God, and all energies that follow me, please open the way so that I can deliver to Geminis the message that they need to hear for July 2019. All right. Today, we're going to be using the Spirit of the Animals Oracle and the Whispers of Ganesh Oracle. Okay, we're going to pull two cards from each, starting with the Spirit of the Animals Oracle, and I'll pull two more from the Spirit of Ganesh to kind of clarify what they're talking about there. I don't know. We'll start shuffling and see what Geminis have going on. I'm feeling some kind of transition. Somebody's moving from one thing to another. Somebody's been working on ideas. Maybe you're thinking about moving. Somebody's thinking about starting some kind of food business or something like that. And you haven't been able to make a decision on it. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just feeling some kind of transition. But as I shuffle the cards here, we will see what pops out for you guys. Remember, you can watch this for your sun, moon, or rising sign. So if you're a Gemini sun, moon, or rising, this may be for you. It may not be for everyone. All right, so like I said, some type of transition, some type of transformation. This is really funny. This is really funny to me that they came out. Can you see that? We got the butterfly rebirth card. So yeah, definitely some type of transition is happening with you and the image that you have. Out there in public, who do you want to be? What do you really want to be doing right now? Thinking about switching careers? You probably should. You thinking about going back to school? You probably should. You thinking about publishing that article or putting those pictures out? If you're a new freelance photographer or whatever. You should. Have you got your business cards printed out? Because this is the time. It says you can reinvent yourself. Open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of the journey. So it might not be the easiest thing in the world to do, but you've got the groundwork laid pretty much, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure you've already been doing the groundwork, Gemini. Thought process is everything. Remember, the mind is all, the universe is mental. So if you got that image in your head, it's time to give birth to it, rebirth it. And there's 3 butterflies in this picture. How I read that is this is yourself. This is the people and places and things around you. And this is where you're going. You see what I'm saying? It's a transition where maybe you started off really small. You're coming into focus now. You're becoming the spotlight now. You were over here, trying to play in the shadows, but slowly but surely you've been moving your way up to the forefront, but still off to the side, just waiting for your moment. This center one says, it's now your moment. It's time to go ahead and reinvent yourself. You know what I'm saying? Come on out of that shell. Stop being like a Cancer and be like a Gemini. Let's get it in, man. You can do it. I believe in you. The next card that came out was the humpback whale, the singer. So that means you just got to use your voice. It's time to speak up. It's time to use your communication skills. It's time to bring those ideas into the real world, into the physical. It's one thing to think about it. It's one thing to talk about it. You got to be about it now. You can manifest it. Let's go ahead, Geminis. We can get this in. What does it say? It says, sing healing songs for the world. So which one of you wants to be a nurse or a doctor or is thinking about doing Reiki or getting into yoga? Maybe one of you guys want to go ahead and get that yoga certification. Go do it. By all means, go do it. Your inner navigation always guides you. That tells you that your higher self is always communicating with you and letting you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. You just got to trust your own intuition and go ahead with it. Trust every part of the growth process, but it'll always be positive for you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal, because if you can see it, not with these two eyeballs, with this one right here, your third eye. Let me want to lock out the way so you can see it. Your third eye right here. Everybody touch their forehead right here. That's your third eye, okay? If you can see it with that, you can align with it, you can attract it, and that's really all manifestation is. You got to see it, believe it, and manifest that. You know what I mean? Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. Listen to your soul song. It will tell you what you need to be doing right now. So I'm going to start with the Humpback Whale card and work my way back the other way with the Wisdom of Jehudi deck, or Whispers of Lord Ganesh, rather, to qualify and see what this Singer card is telling you. What part of yourself are you not expressing, or do you need to focus on right now? Maybe you've been doing too much of these things and you need to relax so that you can figure out what you need to do. Maybe you need to do some more meditation. Let's see what the cards say, though, because I don't want to guess. I want answers, and I know you do too. Still shuffling. Wow. Like I said, wow. 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 Relax. Once you relax and just chill for a minute, maybe you've been doing entirely too much. Maybe you've been thinking too much. You need to slow down and relax so that your plan can come to fruition. You're going through a transformation process to become a butterfly and rebirth yourself. Really, you're still probably a caterpillar. And if you're not a caterpillar anymore, but you're almost ready to birth yourself, then you're still in the cocoon. That's a slow growth process. It takes time. So that's why it says be patient with yourself. But in that, make sure that you're getting your voice together, get your thoughts together, get your plans together. So when it's time for you to come out and rebirth yourself, which is a card we're going to pull next, you'll know exactly what you want to do and how to get there, because your soul is guiding you. But you got to take time to relax so that you can hear that inner soul song. That also makes sense as to why this is whales. They're in the water, and water deals with your subconscious, right? And they're really deep divers. They're really, really good swimmers. They're air breathers, but they live in water. They're mammals, right? That's why they come up for air. They got the blowhole like Shamu from SeaWorld and blow that air out at a blowhole. Air is with thought. So the whale represents the ability to dive in your subconscious but bring life to those ideas, to be able to bring it into the physical through thought process. You're able to dive in emotions and make them concrete and speak about them, and that would be the whale singing that tone. What it's really talking about you is getting in tune with your soul so that you can hear that soul song or hear your purpose and be able to act on it. That's why it's telling you to sit back and relax. The last card is, how do we relax? How do we rebirth ourselves? What aspect is it? And what flew out was openness. And these cards kind of went together. You see how the moon is in both? Like you go from a period and the waxing moon here of relaxation coming into the next cycle, which would be the waning moon over here, where you're more open and aware of yourself. Now, I usually don't do this, but let's read what openness says out of the book here, okay? Just so that we can hear what exactly you need to be open with. It says openness, card number 18 in the deck. You guys can see. Stay. I'm talking to Chloe. She's in here watching. That's the video director for today. It says, observe, evaluate, and make inquiries before forming a conclusion. When the moon is waning in the crescent phase, it is good to begin reviews or endeavors and correct mistakes. It is time to throw out what you no longer need and clear away excess and old energy, including any clutter you may have accumulated. So this is talking about clutter as far as old thought processes and things that no longer serve you, old ideologies, old habits, It's a time to reevaluate those things. Maybe you're thinking about quitting drinking or quitting smoking or whatever. Maybe you're thinking about going vegan, which is really great. You should do that. It's telling you that it's a time to begin those things. Okay, it's a time of transit, which is what we were talking about in the beginning. It says you may find that you are trying to decide between two options. This card is not about making a decision, but more about taking the time to really listen to your heart and your inner voice. Ganesha advises you to gain more information before you act. This knowledge can be in many forms, including your innate knowledge, self-knowledge, secret knowledge, or even more esoteric wisdom. You may find that what you are attaining might be both mysterious and magical. You are in a conscious process of creative release. Oh, so you got some creative ideas you got to put out there. That's why I telling you sit back and think about what you have to say before you say it, because you can only speak once. Heard forever. Speak once. Don't feel rush or pressure to begin a new undertaking. That's why I tell you sit back and relax. Don't feel the pressure, right? Review your goals and recoup accordingly. Once you have all the necessary information, you will begin to feel motivated to set some new goals and start new projects. So like I said, you're in the process of transition here to rebirth yourself, but it's not time yet. You're still in the cocoon, or you might just be the caterpillar getting ready to make a cocoon, right? You got to sit back and you got to think about what it is that you want to do. You've got plenty of ideas and they're all pretty good. You might have one or two, maybe three. For me, it's usually three because everything comes in threes. Of which one you want. You got to weigh the options, sit back, relax, weigh the options and see which one best serves you. If you're able to sit back and take that time to relax, maybe take a spiritual bath, meditate more, go outside in nature, eat you some fruits and vegetables, those messages will be able to come to you. What I can tell you is when you do transform into this new person that you want to be, it's going to bring you so much happiness. It's going to bring you so much love. It's going to bring you so much joy because that comes from you and the work that you did to get yourself there, and no one else can take that from you. I hope this message has helped you. If you guys like the video, make sure that you comment and subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can get notified every time I post a video. The link to the Crystal Corner shop, where we sling rocks on every block, but our intention is to take you much, much higher, will be below, crystalcorner.bigcartel.com. And you can also find me on Instagram at Crystal Corner as well. Until then, I'm Kansu. This is the Crystal Corner. I'm going to get at y'all at a later date. Peace.